even occasionally teenagers.
Medical evidence has proven beyond a doubt the link between sun exposure and two types of skin cancer. First, basal cell carcinoma.
The most common type, called a basal cell carcinoma, is definitely a sun-induced type of lesion, and it usually presents itself as a very small lump or discoloration to the skin. The most common symptom that I would see that has a patient present themselves for an exam would be minute little bleeding following something as innocuous as washing one's face.
This is the easiest form of skin cancer to cure, especially with early detection. Mortality from basal cell carcinoma is extremely low, and the most significant consequence is usually a scar from surgical removal of the growth. Squamous cell carcinoma is less common, but still a concern.
This presentation usually is more of a wart-like type of lesion in a sun-exposed area, and frequently is tender to the touch, although not always tender to the touch.
It can spread to other parts of the body, but that's rare. It, too, is easily cured, and you're often left with a scar. But malignant melanoma, or black mole skin cancer, is the most frightening. It accounts for more than 75% of skin cancer deaths.
Is recognized usually as a pigmented lesion, a lesion that will show variegation in color, more than one color within the lesion. It usually will have irregular borders, and usually, but not always, it's bigger than the tip of a pencil eraser.
Melanoma is so deadly because it can spread to other parts of the body. Dermatologists don't agree on whether this cancer is sun-induced. The studies aren't complete yet.
Most dermatologists, I believe, would agree that at least it's sun-aggravated. If not sun-caused, at least sun-aggravated.
If the medical facts won't warn people away from sun overdosing, then perhaps what led them there in the first place will. The world of fashion. Model mogul Eileen Ford is making some public service pronouncements about tanning.
Because today's style is a healthy glow, not sun-baked skin.
Ford, along with dermatologists, recommends sunscreens to protect the skin. PABA-based screens allow tanning, protect you from most cancer-causing rays, but still leave you open to the leather look in later years. Newer sun blocks may leave you pale, but also younger looking and most likely cancer-free. So if the trend takes hold, the popularity of a tan will go the way of smoker's cough. Now, if you recognize some of the examples of skin cancer we showed you, or you've got any questionable spots on your own skin, you can get some help. Local dermatologists are offering a free screening Saturday morning at Mountain State's Tumor Institute. That is from 9 o'clock until noon. You must pre-register for the screening. The number to call is 386-2743.
Another reminder tonight that we need more rain. Today marked the official start of Idaho's fire season. As News Center 7's Jake Putnam reports tonight, it may be a long summer.
This is how many Idahoans remember last summer. Fires burning uncontrolled, unchecked by crews and tankers, boldly marching through our forests and across rangeland. And state land spokesman Milt Williams says although we've had early rains, things aren't looking much better.
We're very, very concerned about the fire season this year. The trees in this part of the state have been under stress for about 2 years now and are very dry. And even though we have some rain right now and every little bit helps, we're real concerned that we'll have a very severe fire season, and we're trying to take every step we can to prepare for it.
To give firefighters an advantage over range and forest fires, the State Department of Lands have required that burning permits be required so that dangerous burning times can be avoided and controlled, and the tabs can be kept on uncontrolled burns.
It's very important for the fire suppression agencies to know, because when they see a smoke, it's their responsibility to respond to it. And if they can look at their book and see that that is a prescribed fire, that someone does have a permit to have a fire in that place on that day, then they don't have to go to the expense to respond to that fire.
The permits are free and may be obtained from any local fire department. They will not be issued during periods where high winds or unsafe conditions exist. Fire seasons are declared each May and last into the winter. Jake Putnam, News Center 7.
Up next on News Center 7, Rick Lance shows us how long our weather is going to stay this way.
Also, a little later, a very special day for youngsters all over the Treasure Valley. Stay with us.